More than $3 billion in federal funding from the bipartisan infrastructure law is coming to Maryland, including for projects addressing the highway to nowhere and for building the Red Line connecting the east and west sides of Baltimore.
U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg sat down with I-Team reporter Tali Taylor. And Tali, he acknowledged that harm that federal dollars have done in the past.
Yeah, this was interesting. So Buttigieg pointed out that federal dollars were used in the 1960s and 70s to build highways like the Highway to Nowhere here in Baltimore that went through black and brown neighborhoods, dividing and displacing those communities. Now he portrays the federal dollars from the infrastructure law as a force for good, reconnecting those communities in more ways than one. Though the $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure law passed in 2021, many of those funds are just now making their way to Maryland and other states, with $3.4 billion announced so far for nearly 100 projects across Maryland. One of those projects addressing the highway to nowhere that bisects West Baltimore, a 1970s highway project that destroyed 14 blocks of predominantly black family homes and was never completed. $2 million going to help with a planning project for that. Why is that federal money so important to go to projects like that?
Well, unfortunately, there is a history, mostly from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, but in some cases more recent, where federal tax money actually did a lot of damage in some of these neighborhoods. And it was almost always at the expense of black and brown communities.
Buttigieg says across the country, communities have reached out about projects like the Highway to Nowhere.
People who for 2 generations or more have been really envisioning what could have been if it weren't for that highway to nowhere.
Now, the U.S. Transportation Secretary says these federal dollars can make those visions a reality.
They're going to make everybody better off, all of Baltimore, but especially people in the neighborhoods impacted.
Less clear is what's going to happen with the Red Line Transit project connecting East and West Baltimore. Earlier this year, Governor Wes Moore relaunched the project that was canceled by former Governor Larry Hogan in 2015. The Red Line project, a lot of possibility, but also potentially a lot of upheaval. Why is a project like that so important for the communities that it'll connect?
Well, good transit opens the door to opportunity. There are too many people who can't affordably and reliably navigate their own city in a way that gets them to job opportunities, gets them to fresh groceries, gets them to other things that they need and count on.
Though none of the infrastructure law money is specifically earmarked for the Red Line project, Maryland is receiving nearly $2 billion over 5 years to improve its public transportation. The Maryland Transit Administration, meanwhile, recently released several potential Red Line routes, which includes bus and light rail options. If it's completed, it would become Baltimore's first new public transit since 1992.
It's got to go through a lot in order to be completed, but we see enormous potential there.
And there's much more from my interview with Secretary Buttigieg coming up at 6, including how these federal dollars will help thousands of Maryland residents without internet access, and we discuss public accountability for the billions of dollars coming into Maryland. For the 11 News I-Team, I'm Tali Taylor.